And welcome back to my channel and to today's video. If you're new here, then my name is Grace and I'm a mum to two little boys, both under 2 years old, and I make content all about motherhood and life in between. So if you like this kind of video, make sure to give it a thumbs up if you find it helpful. Today I'm going to be talking to you about some tips on home food deliveries and how to get the best out of Tesco home food delivery services. So we've been using Tesco's home food deliveries now since the start of the pandemic. I was heavily pregnant when the pandemic and the first lockdowns hit, so we opted to get our food delivered, and to be honest, we haven't stopped since. So we've been getting food delivered from Tesco's for over 18 months now, and I really recommend it. And these are some tips and tricks that I've learned along the way to get the best out of the service. This video is going to be if you haven't ever got food deliveries and you're looking for some information and some helpful tips and tricks. It's also going to be helpful for you if you've been using it and you're not finding it as effective. These tips should help you make the most out of not just Tesco's but any food delivery service, but I'm going to specify Tesco's because that is that we use and really have been rating over the last 18 months. So let's get into the video. My first tip would be to have a little experiment round with the days and time slots available. Make the most out of the service that is offered to you, because obviously the benefit of getting your food delivered to your front door is just so convenient. Find a time and day that works well for you, because they run 7 days a week. I'm not sure about the weekend times, but I know that during the week you can literally pick a slot from 6 AM till like 11 PM at night, which is just incredible. So it's going to be so flexible for all different types of families. Obviously we are a young family, so we normally get the slot between 7 to 8 AM because my husband is around. He can help me put the shopping away, otherwise it would be a little bit difficult with 2 young children. But it is such a godsend having all your shopping delivered to your front door. All you've got to do is put it away, it arrives, and it is just so helpful. So yeah, obviously that wouldn't work for everyone, so when you're new to this service, maybe just have a play around with some different times and days, see what suits you best. So our delivery slot that we go for, like I say, is 7 to 8 AM. We go for every Friday. It just works really well for us. Again, this might not work so well for you. So have a little play around with days and times until you find one that works really well for you. And then once you find that sort of sweet spot that you like, that perfect delivery slot, secure it each month and book a load of slots in advance. So we usually book up about a month's worth of deliveries. I think we can do 3 or 4 at a go. So we always secure our day and time. We know exactly when it's going to arrive, and it's just a really handy way to guarantee that your food shopping is going to be coming to your door every week. Another thing that I would also recommend if you're going to go down the line of going with Tesco, use their delivery saver, and this is a monthly subscription. It's £7.99 a month, but that's your delivery cost, so you can get as many deliveries as you like in a month for that price. So if you needed 2 in a week, say you needed an extra one, as long as you spend the over £40, you will still get your food shopping delivered for free essentially. So you can also get that 1 hour slot, which is really good if you want a specific slot. If you don't want to do that, there are, like, I think they're called saver deliveries, and you get like a few hour window. But for us, it just is really convenient to pay £7.99 a month. We guarantee our delivery, and that is redeemable against your club card points. And it's just really, if you're going to be getting a delivery a week, it's worth its weight in gold, like, to pay that £7.99 a month, because I think that some delivery slots are like £5 or £6 anyway, so it's like a no-brainer to spend £8 a month. That's just a payment that comes out your bank every month, and like I say, you get club card points on that delivery anyway, so that's quite good. And then on top of your shopping, you also get your club card points too. So I would recommend, if you're going to think about doing deliveries, to set up a delivery saver like that. We've been using that now probably for about a year as well, so that's been really helpful for us. Just if you know you're going to get them every week, you might as well get that, because it's only a couple of pound more. And you would save on your deliveries each week. It applies to click and collect as well. If you've got that delivery saver, I think you just have to spend over £25 and then you can still get a click and collect slot. So if you prefer click and collect, that's also worth bearing in mind too. Another tip that I have would be to download the Tesco's mobile app, or whichever grocery shop you're going with. We go with Tesco's, as I've said. So yeah, download the app to do your shopping on. It's really, really handy, and it just saves you having to like go onto Google and like sign in and everything like that. So you've got your app on your phone, and there's so many reasons why the app is helpful, and why I just find it really useful as a busy mum. So basically, like if we're like running low on something, or we're sitting at the table eating a meal and like the ketchup's running low, for example, we can just like, once we finished our meal, my phone will be on nearby on the side, go on the app, add ketchup to your next order, and you don't, like, it's just so easy. Like if you need to quickly add something. Another reason why the app's really handy is that you can like go into your settings, you can add your club card to make sure you get all your points for each shop, and you can do things like set reminders so that Tesco's will text you the night before your shopping's due, which is really good if you're a bit forgetful. We know it like really well now because obviously our set day is like a Friday, but still it's just handy to have that little Tesco's reminder text reminder each week to say your shopping's due 7 to 8 a.m. tomorrow, just to remind you to like save your basket, or if you need to add anything, you basically have up until about 11 p.m. the night before. So that's really helpful. I definitely recommend opting in for like notifications. Another reason why I really like the Tesco's app is that it's got a section down at the bottom where you've got your favourites, and it's got like your favourite products that you've bought time and time again, and then you can also switch to like your usuals. So the app will know things that you buy basically like every week. So like we buy Anchor butter every week, and we buy our milk every week, so it will remember like your personal usual items. So when you're just like flicking through and you just want to add your go-to weekly items, it's a really quick way of starting your shop off. You can also sync your phone like Gmail account up to your calendar, so that in your like phone diary it will say your like once you book it, it automatically goes straight into your calendar on your iPhone, or I think it probably works for other smartphones too. So that's really handy too, so that it's just in your diary there, so you've got a couple of things to remind you when your shop is due each week. So that is like really helpful parts of the app that I find really effective, and like I say, it's worth downloading the app. And then my last little tip for you is, once you've kind of nailed all those things, you've got your app downloaded, you know your day and your time, and you've got that kind of thing, a little tip to make your home deliveries every week run a little bit more smoothly that we have found. We've been doing it for ages now, because we opted out of getting the shopping pre-bagged up, just because there were so many carrier bags each week, and just try and do our bit. And we've got so many like reusable food shopping bags laying around the house. So I would suggest, if you can, to opt out of the like plastic packaging. I think there's an option for that like after you finish your food shopping, or if you're new to the app, it will ask you, do you want it bagged up? So what we do is, like on Friday mornings when we know our shopping's about to arrive, we will grab a load of reusable shopping grocery bags, we pop them by the front door, and then when the delivery driver turns up to our door, the bags are already there. My husband then unpacks all the shopping off the crates at the front door, he puts it straight into the shopping bags, and then he can carry it through into the kitchen, and it goes straight away in the fridge or cupboards. And it's just a lot easier than having to, like, to begin with, when we didn't do bags, obviously everything's loose out in the hallway and then you've got to carry it through. It just saves you doing multiple trips, because the whole point of getting your food delivered is just to make it as quick and effective as possible. So yeah, once they turn up at your door, keep your bags, or if you don't want to do bags, you could maybe do like boxes or crates of stuff if you've got like light stuff. Just whatever works for you, like get something ready to pop your shopping, because obviously they bring it up in their trolley with all these crates. You need to move it from your front door area, unless your front door is right by your kitchen, but I'd still recommend sticking them in like one place, so you only need to do a few trips into your kitchen, and then your shopping is so quick and easy and convenient to put away. So that's a really good tip there that we find, to bag our shopping up, and we've just got to move it into our kitchen. So they are some little tips and tricks for making the best out of your home food delivery services. As I say, Tesco is the one we've been using, but I think you could probably apply a lot of this to other like supermarkets. I expect that Sainsbury's might do like a delivery saver, that kind of thing too, but we really recommend Tesco's. We've always been really pleased with the produce that we get. We don't really get too many things that we need to send back. I think in the 18 months that I've been doing it, I've only had to complain a couple of times about the quality of items that have arrived. and we've always had our shopping arrive in our window. Maybe once or twice they've been late, so in 18 months I think that's really, really good. So yeah, hopefully you found these tips useful. Let me know in the comment section, have you ever used Tesco's online groceries, or what supermarket do you use to get your groceries from? Would you consider doing a food home delivery service after watching this? Before the pandemic, I didn't really understand why people who drove, why they got food shopping delivered, but since we have been getting it, I can see why it is so good and so practical, and like it just like saves us the job of having to go to a supermarket. I think we've been a little bit more budget friendly, although sometimes we spend more. We buy bigger things because we get it delivered to the door, and it is just a really effective way if you're busy families to utilize a service like home food deliveries. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want to see like food shopping hauls. I do that at least once a month, and give the video a like if you found it helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye.